Hello again, I'm McGee. The voters have spoken and Joe Biden receives his new title, President-elect. Tonight he spoke to a deeply divided nation, making a plea for unity. CBS News correspondent Michael George is live in the President-elect Joe Biden's hometown of Wilmington, Delaware, with the latest details for WJZ. Michael.
President-elect Joe Biden used his first address to focus not on America's past, but its future. He spoke about how he hopes to bring the country out of the COVID crisis, a struggling economy, and past a divisive election. President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris delivered a message of unity to supporters and the nation.
I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify.
Speaking at a victory celebration in Wilmington, Delaware, Biden said he's ready to get to work for all the American people.
Let's give each other a chance. It's time to put away the harsh rhetoric, lower the temperature, see each other again, listen to each other again.
Harris, the first woman and person of color to win the vice presidency, said she may be the first, but won't be the last.
Every little girl watching tonight sees that this is a country of possibilities.
Yes, 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 yes.
Nationwide, celebrations began in the morning and extended into the night.
Oh my goodness, I was so excited to find out that Joe Biden is our 46th president.
Here in Biden's hometown of Wilmington, Delaware, many have been celebrating in the streets. Supporters told us they're ready to look to the future.
It's been a very uneasy week, and it's great to feel a sense of relief right now.
President Trump's supporters also rallied in cities including Atlanta and Lansing, Michigan. The president signaled he would continue to pursue unsubstantiated allegations of election fraud, tweeting, "I won this election by a lot." As ballot counting nears an end, President-elect Biden is leading in the popular vote by more than 4 million. And what's just as important as what the president-elect said is what he didn't say. He only mentioned President Trump once, focusing not on criticizing his predecessor, but instead on how to move the country forward. I'm Michael George of the Biden campaign headquarters in Wilmington, Delaware. We'll send it back to you.
Michael, thank you. Soon after CBS News called the election for President-elect Joe Biden, people spontaneously celebrated. Natalie Brand is at Black Lives Matter Plaza near the White House with more for WJZ.
Champagne was poured as supporters of President-elect Joe Biden gathered outside of the White House Saturday.
We've been keeping vigil for the last 3 days, trying to, waiting for this moment.
People filling Black Lives Matter Plaza also cheered Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, the first woman and first person of color voted into the position.
Madam Vice President it means a lot to me. So, we finally have our woman in power in the White House. It's so overdue, so overdue.
The pressure of the election burst into celebrations across the country, from Los Angeles to Biden's hometown of Wilmington, Delaware.
I've been having voters' anxiety. It is all over now. We have a new president, Biden and Harris.
It's a party-like atmosphere here with dancing and singing, and a lot of people in this crowd are also hoping for unity after a fiercely fought election.
I hope that we can disagree without being ugly to each other, and that Biden can repair some of the fracturing that's occurred over the last 4 years.
But supporters of President Trump also turned out in protests across the country.
Donald Trump needs us now.
And some are not ready to recognize the legitimacy of the election.
There is no way in hell they're going to get me to believe that sleepy Joe Biden got more votes than Obama.
The nation remains divided for now, and demonstrations are expected to continue. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
All right, Natalie, thank you. Let's bring in Stetson Miller now, who's live in Fells Point right now. He has reaction from Marylanders, political leaders, as well as local residents who spent the day celebrating. Stetson.
Hey, Max, yeah, we spoke to a couple very excited people. Glad to hear the news that Joe Biden is now the president-elect. We also heard from officials like Mayor-elect Brandon Scott saying they're looking forward to seeing what his administration will do.
Both
Baltimore area residents cheering and celebrating after news broke of Joe Biden being declared president-elect.
Overjoyed.
I personally have never jumped up so fast in my entire life.
I wanted to dance, but I was just like, yes.
Some saying they feel a sense of relief and think that the former vice president and Kamala Harris are the right team to lead the country.
I think Biden will bring some calm and peace to the nation.
In the Canton Neighbors Facebook page, a proposed neighborhood-wide celebration on rooftops and stoops for the election of the Democratic candidate.
I think that he is the change that our community, our country, needs.
Senator Ben Cardin congratulated Biden today and says he knows the issues that are critical for Maryland and Baltimore.
We're going to have a president who understands what we had under President Obama in dealing with the challenges we have in Baltimore on crime.
On Twitter, Mayor-elect Brandon Scott says Biden will restore dignity to the office of the president and wants to work with him.
I'm looking forward as the next mayor of Baltimore City to partner with this administration to show how we can move cities forward in a new way.
Now many saying they're optimistic about what the president and vice president-elect can do for the country.
Hopefully him and Vice President Harris comes in and be the change that we need.
And many also told us today that they're hoping we can all come together after this divisive election, and they said they think the Biden and Harris team can do that. We're live in Fells Point, Stetson Miller for WJZ.